This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Gun balls out in the lumberyard. Watching the Grunion Pro Magi. Little kids got naked and had lots of sex. Don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 91. My name is Adam. Today we're joined by Kevin. How are you, Kevin?
I'm doing alright.
And we're also joined by Ryan. How are you?
Sleepy.
Sounds pretty typical. What movie did we have you watch this week?
The Almighty Thor.
Almighty Thor? Is it the Almighty? I think it's just Almighty.
And I just call it the Almighty because
it is the Almighty.
It's the Asylum. So
it is an Asylum film.
I give it uniform.
Yep, going back to the Asylum. Picked this in honor of Thor: The Dark World coming out this week. This came out in 2011. I have a synopsis here. When a demon god steals the hammer of invincibility, Thor strikes a mighty blow to get it back.
Oh yeah.
This is directed by Christopher Ray. Stars Richard Grieco, Patricia
Yes.
Velasquez.
Dude, you just stop right there. That's all you need to know.
No, you might not. Keep going, Adam.
Kevin Nash.
Do you know Kevin Nash is, Kevin?
I don't think so.
You're in for a treat.
He's a WWE wrestler.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
okay.
Diesel from the WWE.
Oh
or
shit.
WWF.
And yeah, I guess it was WWF when he did it, right?
Yeah.
Or is he still wrestling? I guess not, he's old, right?
I don't know. Maybe they like to wrestle until the day before they die.
It also stars Cody Deal as Thor. We do have a trailer here. Let's give this a listen. This is Almighty Thor.
In the land of the gods, a great evil arises. And only one man
Our chance to save all that is good,
has the will
to change the fate of men,
to alter fate
change the fate of gods.
and save mankind.
There's the end of life, the end of time, and the end of you. I sent you to hell!
Wow, Kevin Nash, Patricia Velasquez, Cody Deal, and Richard Grieco. Almighty Thor.
That sounds so epic.
Yeah, it does.
One before we start getting your thoughts around, one quick thing I wanted to point out. In that trailer, you may have heard some gunfire. That was, in fact, Thor running down a street, shooting an Uzi.
Nice.
So, what do you think about this, Ryan?
Well, all I really need to say is, as I said before, this stars Diesel. So you have Diesel, you have Richard Grieco, and you have Sci-Fi / Asylum. When those collide, it brings about a blockbuster. And that's all I have to say.
Well, what happens in the movie?
Richard Grieco kills Thor's dad and his brother and tries to get the hammer of invincibility, and Thor meets a lady friend that used to be his dad's servant, and she is apparently a demigod. and they meet, and somehow they go through these little portals, and they go to a fucking city when they're in the middle of nowhere, and they go through the city looking for another portal, and this other portal will help Thor train safely and find the hammer safely. And Loki gets the hammer, and Thor's gonna get it back. And he does. And that's it.
Now, I did watch. It was my full intention to watch this whole thing in preparation, but I only ended up getting through about 5 minutes of it. Before
you missed that.
Weak.
Yeah, but the part that I did see was pretty epic. There was a scene when Loki first appeared, and there were some archers that attacked him, but it was really funny because it was like 3 dudes, and they were like, shoot him. And then all of a sudden they cut to probably 10,000 arrows in the air.
Yeah.
And then he does this, he waves his hand, and there's this like red mist that goes across the sky, and all the arrows disappear.
Okay.
And like you said, there was an Uzi. Because you shoot gods with fucking Uzis. And apparently he takes the bullets and he's semi-hurt, but he's shot like 8,000 times. And he's not dead, just hurt. So he gets up after he gets shot and fucks Loki up.
So Thor gets shot.
No. Yeah.
By an Uzi? Does he get shot by an Uzi?
Because in the trailer, they show Thor running with an Uzi, I think.
Thor definitely
But they all
gets shot.
have Uzis.
Thor gets shot, and he also does it shitty.
So there's just Uzis everywhere.
Yeah, everyone has Uzis.
Because they go to the future or whatever, and they find an Uzi.
Wait, did you say they go to the future?
Yeah. Like, they
Holy
go from...
shit.
Like they're living in like mythical times.
Yeah.
And they come to our present day, right? That's
Yeah.
what you mean by future.
And they quickly get enamored by Uzis.
Well, as soon as they get to our world, the girl shows Thor the Uzi, and he's like, wow, alright, your people really know how to do weapons, and that's it.
It's so funny because when I saw this, there was another movie I saw earlier this week and that involved some Uzis, and I was just thinking to myself, we don't really see Uzis in movies anymore. That was like an 80s and 90s thing where like every movie there was some dude with an Uzi.
Yeah, they need to bring back the Uzi.
Like, do they even make Uzis anymore?
I think so.
I think they're Tech-9s, but I think it's still the same idea.
I know someone that has an Uzi.
That's illegal, Kevin.
That's why I didn't say his name, but he has one.
His name is Thor.
Thor.
I do know Thor.
So
Almighty Thor.
FBI
Not Thor,
arrests
Almighty
Thor.
Thor. So,
What?
What?
The FBI arrests him?
FBI, go ahead and arrest Thor. Because he has an automatic weapon.
It's
Probably the ATF.
True.
They might work in conjunction.
Performances? How are they?
Terrible.
Yeah, Greco. Come on, Greco.
Yeah, dude.
You kidding me?
One of the first things when Loki is chasing Thor, they're in like a forest sort of, and they go to this other dimension, but apparently Loki can still hear them, and they can still hear Loki, and he goes to scream at them, but he doesn't scream. He just says what he say normally, but like it's supposed to be loud. It would be like if I tried to scream. It would be quiet, but
But the difference would be that no one would know what you're saying or be able to hear you.
Yes.
I'm just like, what? So who does a better Loki? Richard Grieco or Tom Hiddleston? Hiddleston. Is it Hiddleston?
Grieco.
Hiddleston.
It's gotta be Grieco, right?
I didn't even see the other movie, and I'm gonna go with Grieco.
No, you saw the Avengers though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's Chris Hemsworth.
No, I said who plays a better Loki?
Oh,
Richard Grieco or Tom Hiddleston?
Oh God.
I'm gonna go with Grieco again.
Stick with
Because
Grieco.
Grieco's awesome.
He looks pretty ridiculous in this movie too. Like I did see him. He looks like some kind of weird goth sorcerer.
I didn't know it was him at first, and I also didn't know it was Diesel. I was like, wait a minute, is it a wrestler? I know that guy. Then I figured out it was Diesel.
It's funny because it's funny because he plays Odin, but he still talks like a wrestler. Like it must be like with these wrestlers that they've been doing it for so long that they can't not talk like that.
You probably didn't get paid enough. You didn't get paid enough. You don't got time for makeup and new voice.
You can't just use your
Fucking Diesel,
the go-to voice.
Kid me? People come for Diesel. They want to hear Diesel. All right.
Diesel playing Odin. It's amazing. So let's talk about the director, Christopher Ray.
What's there to say? What is there to say?
Oh, there's plenty. Plenty. Actually, no, there's not. He didn't do too much. He did Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus.
He's all about sharks.
Yeah, he did two-headed shark attack.
The best kind of shark attack.
He did Shark Week, and that's an actual movie called Shark Week.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
It's got a pretty sweet cover.
Yeah, it does.
Shark Week.
7 bays, 7 sharks, 1 survivor. That's the tagline for Shark Week.
He also did Reptosaurus.
Oh.
Reptosaurus. Did you know that two-headed shark attack is 1 body, 2 heads, and 6,000 teeth?
Wow.
That's a lot of teeth.
I did see, regarding two-headed shark attack, I did see one of those shows on Sci-Fi where it's like a reality show about makeup and special effects. You know, there's like 5 of those shows out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I did see an episode where they were doing the makeup and effects work for two-headed shark attack.
Fantastic.
It was not interesting.
What?
It was not very interesting. I think on that episode they ended up going CG anyway. Like they just scrapped the practical effects.
They couldn't do it.
They did CG a lot in this way, but it was absolutely terrible every single time.
I did get to see a little bit of the CG work in my 5 minutes that I watched, and it looked pretty amazing.
Was it the greatest 5 minutes of your life?
It looked pretty amazing.
Did you see the 3, I guess we'll call them creatures?
Yes, I did. Did get
They
to see
look the worst.
What are the creatures?
Well, I saw a few creatures, actually. There were a couple dog creatures, and then there were also these, like, giant lizard things.
Yeah, the giant lizard things were terrible. And
it was all bad.
they were like
bad.
locust bats, and Odin and his other son killed a few of them, and they came back alive
Nice.
minutes later. Like, they slit their throats, and the creatures fell over dead, and they came back to life. It was pretty intense.
Pretty intense.
Yeah.
The creature throat slitting scene was pretty intense.
Yes.
I was going to check to see if this has a score on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm going to guess a 4.
I'm guessing it doesn't even have a score. No, it doesn't.
Ah.
There's only two reviews, and both of them are rotten.
I like when they yell Ragnarok.
Ragnarok?
And then think of Aggro Crag
Hacker Craig?
from that show on Nickelodeon.
Guts?
Yeah.
Do you have it? Mike O'Malley?
Fuck yes.
Mike O'Malley and both the chick.
Maura Cork?
Yeah.
How do I know that? How do I remember that?
Because it's Guts? Are you kidding me?
Because
Dude, it's Guts.
Yeah, that show is awesome.
You fucking kidding me?
Because we used to have the game for every system ever.
I remember playing Guts for some reason.
It was so
And we were older,
hard.
too. We were older.
It was, that's because it's awesome.
We were
Yeah,
like
dude.
20 years old. We were
Yeah.
playing Guts
You-
for Sega.
You can't stop Guts. It's timeless, alright?
It was so difficult.
Timeless.
Well, I remember because it was difficult because it was bad. It was poorly made.
Do you think that all those kids like still have that Guts trophy hanging or sitting on their mantle?
I would.
Like as an
my
adult?
guess,
I'd like
my
to-
guess is that most of them sold it on eBay.
For me, that would be the centerpiece of my entire house.
Because I have looked on eBay before, and there are people selling the Aggro
Are you
Crag
fucking kidding me?
pieces of it. Yeah.
I am done
I-
for the rest of the show. I am shopping for a
Yep.
Guts trophy.
I'm gonna second that.
Let's all get Guts trophies.
You
Yeah,
piece of aggro Craig. You're good.
I'm all about it. There's one on sale right now.
Is that real though? Doesn't look
Well,
real.
That does not look real at all.
How much?
That is not real.
That one does not have it.
That is made of styrofoam from the looks of it, and definitely made by some asshole that's not it.
That guy looks creepy. I'm sorry. He does have a lot of Guts swag though.
Yeah, he does.
He must have been a God champion.
He probably was. The highlight of his life.
He looks like he's about 55 years old, so I don't know.
Just imagining him telling that story over and over again. Like that's the only story he has in his life. Is conquering Aggro Crag.
Especially if I had kids. Or damn, we're not tell that story.
Fuck yeah.
I know that we're just off on a complete tangent right now.
Well,
but now I'm
Aggro Crag is
now I'm
million
looking up
times better.
Guts stuff on.
Fuck Almighty Thor. There's no reason to talk about that film, but Guts? Oh yeah, let's discuss Guts all day. Can you get the get the Guts theme real quick?
There's a soundtrack T-shirt, an original T-shirt from Guts, $35.
Damn.
Wow. Somebody's trying to cash in.
It's gonna come back. Feel it.
Well, what happened to the Nickelodeon game shows? Are there any kids game shows anymore?
Probably not.
I heard that they were coming back. That Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego is coming back.
Are you kidding me?
I heard
Yeah,
that too.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I read that they're bringing that.
I
back.
still have my encyclopedia from the computer game.
Nice. Do you still use it as a reference?
It's the only encyclopedia I use. Fuck Funk and Wagnalls,
God.
dude. I use Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego.
You don't use that Encarta 95 CD-ROM.
I probably have that somewhere as well.
That's amazing.
Oh, God.
All right, any other
Wait
thoughts?
a second. Are we done talking about Guts?
Uh,
I have one little bit of trivia here. Did you know the Backstreet Boy AJ McLean appeared on Guts?
I did know. I don't know why I know that, but I do know that.
His nickname was AJ Mean McLean. And he won the slam dunk event.
The slam dunk. That's where the poles were like 20 feet high. They were
Yeah, and you had to but yeah. Oh, shit.
yeah, you were on the bungee cords, right? And you jumped off the platform.
yeah.
That's insane. So awesome. It's so awesome.
I remember watching that show and just thinking how much fun it would be to be on that show.
I wanted nothing
Like that.
than to be on
that and
the
like
show.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh my God, are you kidding
Double
me?
Dare.
Oh God, I want to do all.
Remember-
Let's just bring those back. Let's do our own
Remember
version.
Nick Arcade? Nick Arcade.
How
Oh,
do?
that show is awesome.
And at the end, you go into the video game.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
I'm wondering how disappointed those kids were when they went through that door and it was just a green screen and a monitor. And some dude like, all right, you want to stand here and you want to look at the monitor and then jump and duck on the monitor.
It's like the Wizard of Oz. Just crushing all those dreams.
Yeah.
They're the future weathermen of Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right. Any other thoughts on Almighty Thor?
Or
Ryan,
guts.
are you,
Complete
or guts?
waste of time. Like utter waste of time.
What about guts?
Oh my God, said the biggest place to have anything I've watched so far.
Really?
Wow.
So
Yeah.
is this the worst Asylum film you've seen so far?
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's impressive. Well, let's go ahead and give you your drum roll. What do you give Almighty Thor?
0.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's right. It's a first, but it happened.
Oh my God, I was waiting for this day to come. A 0 out of 10 for Almighty Thor.
This is a glorious day right now.
Yeah.
This is
Unbelievable.
on the level of Catwoman. Only Catwoman actually had a kind of decent story.
Okay.
This did not have anything.
I was gonna say, does this have anything at all worth anything?
I'm pretty sure, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that at least some of the things that happened were not true at all.
Probably everything.
Not historically, or not.
What the?
I'm pretty sure
Or-
some of the things in this movie were not true.
Except the Uzis. The Uzis are true. They do
Yes.
exist.
I think the real life Thor did have an Uzi. Some things are not true. I think what you mean is like some things do not pertain to like
No,
mythology.
he means exactly what he said. It has nothing to do with mythology. He believes that Thor, Loki, and Odin all existed at some point in time.
And Richard was actually Logan.
That's right.
That's amazing. So, do you have any interest in the new Thor, the Dark
Not
World?
really, because like I said, I didn't see the first one. I just saw Avengers, but
Well, yeah.
Did you enjoy?
Should...
Did you enjoy Thor in the Avengers?
yeah.
Okay.
And my dog was named after Loki.
Yeah, that's right.
It's true. So your dog was named after Richard Rico?
Yes.
My next,
He called me and he was like,
the next dog I get, I'm gonna name him Richard Grieco.
Please do. Please. Please do. Nothing would make me happier than if you named your dog Richard Grieco.
It depends on what he looks like. If he has a kind of Richard Grieco face to him, I might do it.
Oh, God. I'm going to the pound every single day for the rest of my life until I find a dog that resembles Richard Grieco. And then I'm going to save him and name him Richard Grieco. It's going to be amazing.
I can't just imagine like introducing him to people or going to the vet. And what's your dog's name? Richard Grieco. Amazing.
Richard Grieco.
All right, Ryan. Any final thoughts? Almighty Thor?
nope. Nothing new.
Nothing? All right. Well, I think that'll wrap it up. For all the latest film news and reviews, visit us at filmpulse.net. Send us an email, feedback at filmpulse.net. Follow us on Twitter at filmpulse.net, and be sure to rate us on iTunes. We appreciate that very much. At filmpulse.net. My name is Adam.
And I'm Kevin.
I'm right.
And we'll see you on Monday.
See you later.
I don't know who she is, but I always hear her talking so loud.
Because she's awesome. She's saying very important things, isn't she?
Loud talker.
Yeah. You can imagine.
They always are.
What you imagine she's saying is actually what she's saying.